B and Paul are newly married and are spending their honeymoon at a rustic cabin, which belongs to her family, in a secluded Canadian forest. They visit a small restaurant where they meet Will, the owner and Bea's childhood friend. Will's wife Annie interrupts, saying they need to get away. That night, Paul wakes up to find Bea missing. He finds her naked and disoriented in the woods and takes her back to the cabin, where she claims she was sleepwalking due to stress. However, Paul is suspicious since Bea doesn't have a history of sleepwalking. Over subsequent days, Bea seemingly forgets how to do several basic tasks, but insists that she is fine. Paul observes her practicing future conversations in the bathroom mirror, and she struggles to remember common words. One night, Paul is disturbed by bright lights shining through their bedroom window, but is unable to find its source. He returns to where he found Bea the night she vanished, discovering a gown she claimed to have packed. The gown is covered in a mysterious goo. Despite her repeated denial, Paul concludes that Will is responsible and goes to confront him. Paul sees Annie outside the restaurant. She exhibits similar behavior to Bea and bears identical marks on her thighs. Annie claims that Will is hiding and again warns Paul to stay away before departing. Paul finds Will's bloody baseball hat floating in the water. He enters their home and finds several pages of notes describing basic details about Annie, including her and Will's names, along with security camera footage of Annie following the bright lights into the woods. Paul discovers that Bea has taken similar notes, and accuses her of being someone else. She locks herself in the bathroom, and when Paul breaks in he finds her repeatedly stabbing herself in the genitals with a toilet bowl cleaner. Paul ties her to the bed, and interrogates her about details of their relationship, most of which she either misremembers or has forgotten. She puts Paul's hand into her vagina and has him remove a large worm-like creature. Bea explains that the night she disappeared into the woods, she saw the same lights Paul had seen and walked to them. She encountered a group of silhouetted figures who impregnated her with the creature. Bea claims that she is herself, but that the figures are taking away what is left of her. Paul scrambles to find their car keys, but she insists that they cannot leave. After a beam of light suddenly appears, she knocks Paul out and takes him into the middle of the lake on a boat, fastening an anchor to his legs. He awakens, with Bea explaining that she is protecting him from the figures by hiding him under the water. Paul tries to escape, but she throws him overboard. Bea is shown to be deteriorating with her skin peeling off and her eyes discolored. After watching her and Paul's wedding video, she is met by a similarly deteriorated Annie, and they walk into the lights together.